Like, hi.
Hey,
I love that you
Well,
got good light. Come on, girl.
today we analyze two educated black women. One is a very successful journalist slash dating guru, Kendra G, and the other is this lady right here. I don't know. You could have paid me to fuck her, but she has some interesting things to say, and she's a very educated woman. Now let's hear them communicate as educated women, black women.
How is your name Ramona? How you say your name?
Roma,
Roma. Roma in the daytime. Where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Philly,
Philly. Oh, I used to live in Philly. Roma. Philly. How old are you?
36.
36. And what do you do for a living?
So I have my own business and I literally just got hired as a resource development person for a well-known nonprofit here in Philly.
Okay, so you work for a nonprofit?
Right now, yes.
Okay, nonprofit. Do you have any kids?
I have four.
Can we give a shout out to Kendra G's boobs? Yeah, they're just saying what a nice day it is. I am a Kendra G hater though. But let's continue. I don't hate her because I hate her. I hate her because I'm man petty. Well, let's continue.
Okay, how old are your four kids?
20, she's about to be 21, 16, 13, and 2.
Okay, all by the same man?
Uh, 2.
Two. Why you not with the
Yes.
man you had a baby with 2 years ago?
Uh, Girl, uh, let's say chronic alcoholic, chronic DWI person. Yeah,
How many kids you have by him?
I have one by him.
One. Okay, and the other one are by three other what? So you have three by one and then one by one.
Yes, and the others are by my ex-husband.
I was to say, have you been married? So you're divorced. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign, Roma?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. So we got.
So according to her, she has three kids by one dude and another kid by the last dude, which are chronic alcoholics. So that's two baby fathers for this educated black woman at 34 with a 20-year-old. So there's a alarm, but let's not judge. We're not here to judge.
Roma Philly, 36 Scorpio, works for a nonprofit. Mom to she's divorced, three by her ex-husband, and then one kid by another gentleman. All right,
Yes.
let's do it. What kind of man you looking for, Roma? I like
So
your name. Can I just say I like your name?
really? So it's Jerome. I'm a Jerome Jr. So
Okay.
I just relocated here from Texas. I'm originally from here, but I just came back. So I am 5'9". So somebody that is taller than me, African American. I've always been in a role that consists of six figures. I'm a doctoral student. I'm working on my fourth degree. Some
4 Brits, 4 degrees. These women are selfish and hyper-organized, so they'll get those academic accolades and still manage to support a bag of kids. But 4 kids, 4 degrees, and still working on a degree. When are you going to have a time for a relationship except out of just sexual intercourse? You know? A woman with 4 degrees working on her fourth degree, really and truly, is not concerned with anyone. They just marry for convenience and just the financial benefits of marriage.
somebody that is more or at least equal to an intellectual on top of everything that I have going on with myself.
So she wants a sapiosexual, which is a man who listens to her political ideology without opposition and agrees all the time, and call people who don't agree with her morons. That's the definition of a sapiosexual.
Um And that's about it, just
So we
African
kind of
American.
got there early. We kind of got here early, so let me just get in it.
Yeah.
Do we got to make a certain amount of money?
So over 6 figures, yes.
Over 6 figures is a millionaire because that would be 7 figures.
Yeah.
So you want to be a
So
million?
not a millionaire. I am more so equated to the 250 range.
Okay. So the 2-year-old dad made 250K.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So she did. So she did have that, and then your ex-husband.
So, look for you women out there who are attractive, successful, and you can't find a man that makes $250,000 a year that will date a woman with 3 kids. This woman found one. There's something you guys are not doing right. She found one and she gave him up, and you still can't find one.
I'm assuming made 250K.
Yes, he's a therapist.
Okay. All right. Well, one thing for certain, she had it twice. So moving forward.
She had it twice. And you girls can't find one guy with a job. And you look so good. You can't find one guy with a job, and she has a man that make $250,000 twice. And she gave him up. I mean, maybe when she stands up, her body looks like Tiana Taylor. But let's see.
Forward, you want a man that's 6 feet and make at least 250K.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna. Well, we're already on social media, and if you're familiar with my show, you know they're gonna talk about this girl. So what would
Not
you say? What would you say to? Because now this is interesting. So you had 3 kids, and then
I
you met
wish
a
they
four.
didn't
man
sponsor me.
that
I
made
wish they would.
250K. He didn't mind that you had 3 kids.
I have 4 kids currently,
No,
right
I'm
now.
saying, but before you had 4 kids, you met a man and you had 3 by your
No,
ex-husband, right?
I met a man and I had one, and he took on that one person that was literally 3 months old.
That's not what she
Okay,
said.
I'm confused. So the two year
Yes.
old, I thought was you only had one kid by.
Okay, so let me reiterate. Okay, so I have currently a person that is about to be 21 years old. She is in North Carolina right now. She's doing well for herself. I have 2 kids by one man that has taken care of my almost 21-year-old.
Okay, Roma, let me ask this question.
So this guy that makes $250,000 came in and got with a woman who had a kid at 14 with his $250,000 salary, took care of her and the kid, and had 2 more kids with her. This woman is lucky, luckier than most of you black women.
How
Okay.
many how many men do you have kids by?
Okay, so sperm donor wise, because I know how you are, is 3.
No,
Yes.
it's not how I am. It's an easy question. How many kids do you
It's
have?
totally easy. Yes, 3 kids, but
Okay,
3.
Educated black woman caught in a lie. She now personally attacks Kendra. I'm gonna take her side because I don't like Kendra. I'm a Kendra eater, right? With those big juicy boobs. I hate you, Kendra.
so
Four
stop
kids.
right there. That's not what you said in the beginning. In the beginning, you said you had 2 kids. You said it was 2 men. You didn't say 3.
Okay, so I have 4 kids by 3 different men.
Okay, so in the beginning you lied because I asked you that question and you said
I
3.
wouldn't say I lied.
Oh
It's
dear,
because
you
It's
call
a
the
I
lie.
educated black woman a liar. Someone needs to strap you up and slap your nose, titties, Kendra. You're rude. She has a PhD and 4 degrees.
Because that's
had
not the answer. So what would
okay.
it
So
be?
I had to reiterate myself when it became to what you wanted to say.
Reiterate. Big
So
word
let me
for
put it this
repeat.
way, okay?
Well,
So
hold
I
on, Roma, real
had
quick. You keep saying
wait,
what I
I
want
had
you
a
to.
child at 14 years old. Okay, so I had a child at 14 years old, and then I met somebody at 15, and he took on my.
Listen, Kendra, do you have 4 degrees and a doctoral student? You have 2 nice titties, but that doesn't make you any more special than this lady right here. I don't know what adjective to attribute to her. Well, let's see how this plays out. This is your show today.
14, my child at 14 years old. Okay?
And then you
Okay,
have
but what I
two
hold on real
women with
quick.
two with making
I don't want to be
250.
hostile, but I want to correct you.
Well, you are
Kendra,
hostile, and I'm
you're a
fine with
hater.
that.
Okay, you said what?
I said you are hostile, and I'm
No,
fine with
no,
that.
you're well. Here's the thing, Roma. I'm not hostile. What
Roma, masters in business administration says you're hostile, Kendra. Especially with those big titties.
I'm not gonna do is allow you to lie to me and then make it
It's
my
not lying. It's
it,
when you're married with someone for so long and that person take on your child, you honestly, I want to say forget, but my ex-husband took care of the child that I had at 14 years old.
And you still
So I
left
have
him.
4 children by 3 different men, and that's where it is.
So let me jump in. I'm not hostile. What I'm not going to allow you to do is lie. So I have to correct the lie. So the
Call the
question is at the
educated
end of
black
the
woman a
day,
liar
I just
again.
asked you a simple question. How many kids do you have by? You said 2. That's not the answer. So you're not going to call me hostile. I'm just correcting the fact and exposing the
Okay.
fact you lied to me. That's all that it is. We
You're
wouldn't even
so
be here
easily
this
offended.
long had you just told me it was 3 men and we would have kept
Guns are
going.
cocked at this
But
So
now
point
it
let
now.
me
becomes
let's
hostile. But
keep going.
it
I
becomes
have four
hostile when I don't
children.
allow
Let's
it,
keep
it becomes
going with the
hostile
guns
because I'm
cocked.
not going to allow you to make it seem like I'm the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy.
I
I
didn't
asked
say
a
you were the
question.
bad
No, you're
guy.
the bad person.
Okay.
Bad
Well,
I did
now
not
chick.
let
say
me.
that.
Those
Okay,
boobs
so
are the
now I
bad
have.
guys.
So now I'm kind of confused. So let me just understand. So
I'll
it's
help
3
you.
men. It's 3 men, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the first child was like a high school sweetheart.
Yes.
Okay. So the second baby daddy, that's the one that made 250K.
They all made 250K.
So the
What?
14-year-old, he made
She
250K
made
too.
them in
Yes.
250K.
When
This
you were
was bad. I
14 or
got her
when he
pregnant
got
at
older?
14.
No, when we were 14.
I'm just curious. How
Yes.
old was he?
How old is he?
How old
Older.
was he when you got pregnant at 14?
Older.
That makes 250K at 14. This
You don't want to
world
say
has
it. You don't
been
want to share the
getting men.
age.
I cannot
That makes 250K at 250K at 14, Kendra. You can't match that with those two big D cups.
share that because my daughter is about to be 21 years old, and I refuse to put him in that predicament when he is a older, successful man.
Okay. Okay. So you have 3 baby daddies and they
Yes.
all made 250K each.
Yes.
Okay. You said you now you told me you were divorced. Who did you marry?
I married the second child, or the second and third.
Okay. So the second and third child's father is the one that you married.
The therapist, yes.
Oh, he was a therapist. Got
Mhm.
you. What did the older man do, your first child's father?
I cannot disclose that, and I won't disclose that ever.
Okay, that's fine. And the third child's father, can you
You're pretending like you don't believe, Kendra. You're such a bad person.
disclose what he did?
He is currently a psychiatric nurse in a rehabilitation.
Got you. Okay. All right. So how we got here was the request. So
Yep,
ultimately, the fourth man be over 6 feet and make at least 250K.
at least.
At least. Okay.
Mm,
Now,
mm.
what would you say to a person that would say, they're gonna say, oh, that's unrealistic. You have 4 kids, 3 men. What would you say to that?
I mean, that's their prerogative. Right now, I'm really okay with where I am in life. I relocated from Texas back to Philly. I'm doing well for myself. I have my own business, actually 2 of them. Um, but if they were to say that they have an issue with it, so long.
Okay. And would you date a man that made less than 250K?
I'm okay with it. Yes,
Oh, you would date a man that makes. So what's the lowest
definitely.
amount you would date?
Around 80.
Okay, 80. So 250K is preferred, but
Prefer.
80 is the lowest.
Yes.
Could he have children?
Yes.
Do you want more kids?
No.
You don't want more kids. Okay.
No.
So, okay, we kind of got there early. So now what are deal breakers?
Deal breakers are someone who is a chronic liar. I do have multiple degrees in psychology. I can pinpoint someone out that is a liar or who is someone that is fabricating the truth.
So you can pinpoint out people that is a liar. So Kendra, you're in trouble. And she doesn't fabricate the truth. But here you go again, though. I see you caught that one. You're like, I see the gun. You're reaching for the gun now. But let's see what you're up to,
No,
Kendra.
girl,
Um,
I'm sorry I got to jump in, but that's exactly what you just did.
Actually, you didn't give me
Holy
the space
fuck!
to
You did.
explain
I
No,
myself.
did
hold on. Big Titty Kendra, you didn't.
give you the
So now,
space. I gave you
no,
the
you
space when
did
I asked
not.
you how many kids you
Come
had
on.
by.
She
You would have
cannot
said three.
educated black
You
woman.
literally just
Honestly,
called
I
out what
should
you
have
exactly
said
did.
3. Yes, I. Are you gonna let me talk right now?
Let the educated black woman talk.
And you're gonna sit
She has
there
4
and
psychology
This is
degrees.
funny.
Kendra,
Roma, you literally just
Kendra,
talked about a chronic liar, and that's exactly what you just did to our kids.
chronic, chronic.
Yes. You said I
Chronic
could
is
think out
not
a
true
lie.
when someone comes
Holy
into your
fuck.
life when you are raped at the age of 14 and takes over your
Oh,
children, and you
holy
look
fuck.
at
You
that
mean by the
person as a
successful
father figure, and
$250,000
that
man you
person
raped
still
you?
takes care of your child. Okay?
Well, let me jump to this.
Oh,
Obviously,
no.
we don't want to
That doesn't
go
make no sense
deep
now.
with that
Even
story.
though
I will go deep
I'm
with
a
that
Kendra
because you can
hater,
Google
that doesn't
me
make
and
no
you can
sense
link
now.
in me and you can find out the truth.
The point of first of all, I want to say this because when it gets there, obviously, I'm sorry you went through that. But at the end of the day, I'm quite sure you're familiar with my show. This is not the first time you watching my show, right?
Mhm.
So you know when I ask that question because there's levels to me asking that question.
There are
So
2 men that will come at your neck about my children, not 3.
first of all, ain't nobody coming at my
Not
neck.
yours, but I'm saying the
Mm,
person that I am dealing with. But there are
No,
two
no, I
men
under but
that are
Roma,
active role models of my children as opposed to 3. So
I
the first child would never be a factor because that first man has never signed a birth certificate. He wasn't there, and my ex-husband was there. So my ex-husband played that role of someone that took the father figure of my almost 21-year-old that is now highly successful in North Carolina, and she's great.
I'm, I'm,
So
I'm listen. There's
I
nothing
understand where you're coming from as a publicist and as somebody
as a
that is
what?
in the social media publicist and
Who's the publicist?
somebody.
Who's the publicist?
I mean, you're
oh, you just
public,
offended
right?
Oh,
the
you said I'm not a
journalist.
publicist though. I'm a journalist that hosts a dating
Okay,
show.
You
so
just
you're a
offended the
journalist,
journalist.
Yeah, so I just asked the
How dare
questions.
you,
I just want
educated
the
woman?
and
truth.
I'm correcting you,
No, well,
No,
well. Here's the thing,
holy
Roma. First of
Roma.
all, again,
fuck!
I'm sorry what you went through in your past. I felt like I'm quite sure this is year 6. You've seen my show a few times, correct? This is
Kendra's
not your
titty
first
will
time
explode and
watching me.
blow
I'm
you up in a
assuming.
bag.
Can you
I'm
answer? Is it hello?
She's gone, Kendra.
I'm not sure if you clicked off. I mean, her
here.
name is. Oh, there you go.
I'm here.
Right
Sorry.
there. I said, is this your first time finding out about Kendra G?
I mean, if you want that
No, I'm
audacity,
Roma. Roma, I'm just asking you questions, girl.
girl. Yeah, it's not my first time. Sorry.
Okay, so with that being said, I've been doing this show for 6 years.
I know.
So when I ask that question, it's the same question I've asked for 6 years.
Right.
And the only reason we went down this dark road, because had you just
It's
said
not
three,
dark.
well, I don't like what you went through in the past. I
I
feel
mean, it's
like
not
that's
dark.
dark. Huh?
It's not dark. At the end of the day, I love God, and it's not dark.
Okay, well,
When you were raped at
either way.
14.
Mhm.
I I'm standing 10 toes down on had you just in the beginning answered the question about the 3 men, then we wouldn't have had the back and forth that we had and the confusion because
Kendra,
I
it's
was
time
under
for
the
the Kendra cam.
impression because I was going
What
to
am
ask
I
you
paying
questions as I did
money
pertaining to that,
for as a
but
Right.
six, over 6 foot
we're
man
now
that makes
moving
two hundred and
forward.
fifty
Okay.
thousand
Yes.
dollars?
Thank you.
But God is working on me, child. Okay, let's continue.
Working
God
on
is
us.
working on both of you
No,
educated
no,
black
he's
women.
working on me. He's
No,
working.
you can come for me. Like I'm fine with
No,
it.
well, no, Roma. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about this.
Please.
I never came for you. I just didn't allow you to lie to me. That's all
It
that
wasn't
happened.
a lie. It was
It
more
was.
so of no, 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 no.
Yes.
So if you would have said how many people I laid down with, that's a
I
different
never say
story.
that, Roma. Why would I say
Exactly.
that?
But if you were to say how many people you had children with,
I
I
said
would
that.
say
How many kids, dads do you have?
exactly. And I will always consider my ex-husband as my daughter's, that's about to be 21 years old, father.
But this is why I
Always.
asked you if you are familiar with my show
I
because,
am familiar, but you asked a blank question and I answered it.
well, okay, so since you're familiar with my show, you knew what I meant when I asked that question.
But other people didn't meant, or other people didn't know. So
Other people didn't know what.
what you meant?
Ooh, child. Should he
Okay.
look a certain way?
I stated over 6 feet because I'm 5'9". African American. I stated the range of salary.
I didn't ask
Um,
about, well, look a certain way usually is, you can add
yeah,
height
yeah,
to it,
yeah. But
but it's about what?
when you make a certain range, you look a
I
certain
didn't
way.
ask that question yet. I said that we look a certain way. That's the next question.
I'm offended. They're full of hate in each other for each other, but yet they communicate. Let's see what they're up to next.
So the question is, does she look a certain way? Like complexion, tall, slim, you going forward. This question right now is, should he look a certain way?
Lighter than me, over 6 feet.
Okay. We already got to the money question. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Finally,
Okay.
over 6 foot with $250,000. What am I gonna pay for?
Welcome to the next evolution of
Oh, fuck
AI,
you.
built right into the AlterX platform.
Okay, we see you, girl.
A little bit, a little bit.
A little bit what?
Nah,
I said a
bro.
little
You
bit
could
because
have
I'm on
paid
my
me
weight
to
loss
fuck
journey,
you.
so I'm a little bit.
Please.
Okay.
That's a joke.
Should he, we already did that. When was your last relationship?
Kendra, you know you look better than her, but so fuck you.
A month ago.
Month ago. Oh, you just ended a relationship a month ago. Is it over?
Over.
Okay. You
Mm.
don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate
This
with
chick is
someone?
bored.
A month ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Someone who is a chronic liar. Um, Someone who is shorter than me. So I'm 5'9". So someone who is 5'9" or shorter. And someone who is unemployed.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
She has
So
four
I feel
degrees.
as though that you are short tempered right now. So I'm gonna keep this short.
And I'm not.
Who's
Um,
Oh,
short
you're short
tempered?
tempered.
you are,
Yeah,
girl.
you
It's
are.
fine. I know.
Wait,
I love it.
Not her. She's educated.
Why am I short tempered? Because I'm asking you the questions and allowing you to answer them. So now if
No,
I go
because
back and
Jay
forth with
thinks your
you,
titties
I'm
are too big.
aggressive, I'm all
That's why
those
you're
things.
short
Now I'm
tempered.
asking you the questions. I'm short tempered. You don't take responsibility. Which way you want it, girl? You
I
want me
don't
to
take
argue with you? You
responsibility.
want me?
Let's address
I'm
this
giving you the
responsibility
courtesy
part.
of allowing you to answer the questions with no rebuttal, and now it's I'm short tempered. What
Maybe
responsibility do you have, Roma?
all of them. That's why I'm answering your questions.
No, I want to know what energy do you think you brought to this? Because I gave you 3 different versions of Kendra. The last
Mm,
Kendra, I'm just allowing you to answer, and then you came
mm.
back.
The
So I
last
want to know.
Kendra
Kendra
I
is
gave me
the
want to
three
know.
different
responsible
versions
I
of
want to
Kendra.
her.
know
I
what
only saw
responsibility do
two.
you think you brought to this
Those two
interview?
titties.
So I'm gonna be respectful. So the last Kendra was the professional Kendra, the journalist Kendra. The
But you
second
just called her
Kendra,
short tempered, but then you called her short tempered.
can you
So
let me
which one
finish
you
my
want?
answer? You will
Huh?
not
Mm,
let me finish my answer.
I was letting you finish your answers,
educated
and then
black
you called
woman.
me short tempered.
I
So
said,
How am
now
I
it's
supposed to
like I don't know which
communicate with
Kendra
them
you
when they
want.
can't
You can
communicate
get
with
ooh,
all
each
the
other?
Kendras.
I want them.
Child, let me do this. I should have hung up on your ass a long time ago. I don't know why I even allowed it to go. Let me tell you something. This is a perfect example. Child, let me tell you something. I'm living my best life in California. I'm having a good old weekend. Ain't nobody gonna take my good energy from me. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna take my good energy from me.
On those nice
And
titties.
I sat there because I wanted to prove a point because I get that a lot where people try to reverse it on me. They try to make it seem like I'm the person. So in the middle of the interview, I was like, you know what, child? let me just ask these questions.
I'm gonna take her
I don't
side though,
gotta,
Kendra.
I don't gotta, I'm not gonna go back and
Because
forth.
I hate you and
Let me
those
just
big
ask the
titties.
questions and move forward. And then you come back with, now I'm short tempered. Some of you ladies need to self-reflect.
Well, there you have it. Kendra G versus her educated female guest. I don't even know. That chick is a walking red flag. I don't know what world is she in. She's lucky if she finds a man that's willing to have sex with her, more or less be over 6 foot and make 250K. But she has found three already, including the man that raped her at 14. He also made 250K, which he won't disclose what he did or who he was. Holy fuck. Dating in the black community. And I don't know why the black community still be considered a community so divided. It's very hard. Especially at my age where you gotta deal with women like these, you know. Successful careers but baggages. Baggages. And everything has to be so wonderful because the degrees are supposed to make them very wonderful. But to hell with them. Anyway, let Kendra have one more second and then I'm gonna cut them both off.
Some of y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, some of you ladies need to self-reflect. I don't even want to deal with you. So I can only imagine a man, how he feeling. Ain't nobody got time for that, girl. Nobody got time for it. Now, I don't like what she went through in her past, and I do feel bad for that, right? And when things like that come up, it always, to me, she said it wasn't dark. To me, it's dark. Like, that's a terrible story.
Being raped
But
and
this is
pregnant
what I
at
stand
14 is
on.
dark, but she's okay, Kendra. Just like her titties.
This shit is 6 years old. I've been doing this for 6 years. I asked the same question.